Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the intriguing world of psychology to discuss a topic that has fascinated and puzzled researchers and the general public alike: dissociative identity disorder, commonly known as DID, and the idea of having split personalities. Could it be real? Let's explore this complex and controversial topic together. Definition of dissociative identity disorder. To kick things off, let's define what dissociative identity disorder (DID) is. DID is a psychological condition characterized by the presence of two or more distinct personality states or identities within an individual. These identities, often referred to as alters, can manifest with unique behaviors, thoughts, emotions, and even physical characteristics. It's important to note that DID is a rare condition and is thought to develop as a coping mechanism in response to severe trauma, typically during childhood. Historical perspective. The concept of DID and split personalities dates back centuries. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, figures like Pierre Janet and Sigmund Freud explored what was then called multiple personality disorder. These early theories laid the groundwork for understanding how trauma and psychological defense mechanisms could lead to the development of alter identities. Understanding alters. Now, you might be wondering, how can someone have multiple personalities? It's important to clarify that the term split personality can be misleading. Instead of thinking of it as separate personalities, it's more accurate to think of these identities as fragmented parts of a single person's consciousness. Alters can emerge as a way for the mind to compartmentalize and manage traumatic experiences that might be too overwhelming for the individual to process as a whole. Causes and triggers. Trauma is considered the primary trigger for the development of DID. Individuals who have experienced repeated physical, emotional, or sexual abuse during childhood may develop alters as a way to cope with and shield themselves from the pain and fear associated with the traumatic experiences. These alters might embody different emotions, defense mechanisms, and ways of relating to the world. Controversies and diagnosis. DID has been a subject of controversy within the field of psychology. Some critics argue that the disorder is overdiagnosed. However, extensive research and clinical studies support the existence of DID as a genuine psychological condition. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders (DSM-5), used by mental health professionals for diagnosing mental disorders, recognizes DID as a legitimate disorder. Symptoms and diagnosis. Diagnosing DID can be challenging due to its complexity. Common symptoms include gaps in memory, amnesia, distinct changes in voice, mannerisms, and even physical appearance when different alters are present. People with DID may experience internal conversations between their alters, which can sometimes lead to confusion and distress. A proper diagnosis requires thorough evaluation by a qualified mental health professional. Treatment approaches. Treating DID often involves psychotherapy, specifically a specialized form called dissociative identity disorder treatment. This therapeutic approach aims to integrate the different alters, helping the individual gain better control over their experiences and achieve a more cohesive sense of self. Therapy can be a lengthy process as it involves addressing the trauma that led to the development of alters in the first place. Real-life cases. To shed some light on the reality of DID, let's briefly look at a few real-life cases. One notable example is the story of Sybil Dorset, whose life and struggles were documented in the book and subsequent films Sybil. Her case brought widespread attention to DID and helped increase public awareness about the disorder. Sybil's case revealed an astonishing 16 distinct personalities, each with its own unique traits, memories, and emotions. These identities ranged in age, gender, and even abilities. Some personalities were aware of the others, while some remained unaware of the existence of their counterparts. So, can people have split personalities according to psychology? Yes, but the concept of split personalities doesn't accurately capture the complexity of dissociative identity disorder. Instead, it involves the presence of distinct identity states that emerge as a response to severe trauma. While DID remains a rare and enigmatic disorder, it's important to approach the topic with sensitivity and understanding. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of dissociative identity disorder and the idea of having split personalities. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on psychology, mental health, and intriguing topics. Remember, every mind is a universe of its own, and there's always more to learn and understand.